is convention season, at least here in America. I don't know about other countries in the world and when their con seasons are, but here in America, con season tends to peak at around spring and summer. There are cons that happen around the rest of the year, but that's when they tend to be the most common, at least from what I know. In the spirit of that, I thought I would put together a video for you guys on some of my essentials when going to a convention, and also I did ask some of my friends who go to conventions what they typically bring with them, and so I compiled a list for either those who are just going to the con this year for the first time, or for those who are seasoned con goers and are just interested in seeing what other people bring with them. I hope you find this helpful. If you don't, I hope you like the entertainment value anyway. Find yourself a good backpack or bag that is a good size, not too big, not too small, so that you can carry the essentials with you and you can fit things that you buy there. Because let's be honest, I don't know a lot of people who are going to go through Artist Alley and not buy at least one thing before they head out at the end of the con. I know, I tend to go a little crazy and I really shouldn't, but it's way too fun. So comfort is a very important thing when it comes to packing things for a convention, and that's why you bring things with you, is to ensure that you have what you need to be comfortable at a convention so that you can enjoy your time there. So bring a backpack or a bag that's going to be comfortable to wear, and you're not going to be fiddling with it while you're walking around the con. It's not going to be uncomfortable. That is going to be important when it comes to making sure that you are comfortable at the convention. Along that note, do not overpack. My first day at my first ever convention that I went to, I overpacked the hell out of my backpack and walked around with it on my shoulder. It was like a side shoulder bag. Walked around with it for 9 hours. When I got home that next day, I was so sore. Like my shoulder on the one side was spasming. It was not fun. Do not overpack. It also means that you're gonna have to find ways to carry the stuff that you bought at Artist Alley or other things home with you if they don't fit in your bag. So, comfort, don't make things too heavy, all that jazz. So, general essentials. Water bottles. Also make sure to bring like a snack bar. Bring both cash and a card. Most of the booths in Artist Alley, at least in my experience, do have card now, or do offer payment with card now. But some of them do still take cash only, and you will most likely be needing to get food outside of the convention when you go to one, because the lines for food at conventions are long and they are super overpriced and the food is not that great. So I would make sure that you're bringing both cash and a card so that you can take care of your food needs, and you can also treat yourself to things at Artist Alley if you need to. Snack bars are also great to have just in case you need a little pick-me-up throughout the con. Pain medication. Definitely bring something like ibuprofen or just whatever you prefer, some type of over-the-counter pain medication, just to make sure that you have that on hand, because wig headaches are a thing. Shoes can be uncomfortable. There's so many different ways that being in a cosplay can create pain in your body, and as much as I don't think you should be doing that on purpose, which I don't think any of us do, it happens. It's good to have on you, even just like headaches from being in such a big crowded area, stuff like that. So it's good to have. A mini sewing kit and things like safety pins to help you maintain your cosplay and make sure that you don't have a wardrobe malfunction at the convention. There are some conventions that have booths that are specifically for fixing cosplays, like if you rip something in your cosplay. I've also, when I was at Fan Expo Denver, I saw a woman walking around with her kids, and she was dressed as the, like, cosplay, I forget what she called it, it was a really cute name. It was a cosplay first aid or something like that, I forget. But she was walking around with a backpack that had like a hot glue gun and safety pins and lots of different tools, sewing kit, everything you would need to help fix your cosplay if something happened to it, if you ripped a piece of it, if something fell off and needed to be glued back on, whatever it was, she had it. It was awesome. But when it comes to your specific cosplay, if you see things that are possibly going to become a problem at the convention, bring things that are specific to the cosplay that you're bringing. So every cosplay has different tools and resources that are needed to maintain it. So when you're going to a convention, keep that in mind. You might need to bring things just to make sure that you're not going to have a wardrobe malfunction through the con. Another thing about cosplay and comfort is bring a spare pair of shoes with you. I know a lot of us want to try to be as canon as possible. I'm one of those people. Some shoes that are worn for cosplays can be pretty uncomfortable after a while. A lot of us like to wear heels with certain cosplays. Some people wear big clunky boots like I do for my Vi cosplay. There's lots of different types of shoes that can be uncomfortable. So bring a pair of comfy shoes with you, whether they're flats or sneakers or whatever the heck. You don't need to be in canon 100% of the time when you're at the convention. Comfort should be your priority. Being canon is not as important as we think it is. Band-aids and other first aid things are always good to have. And uterus havers. Bring things like pads and tampons if you can. Not only just for you, but for those of you around at the con who might need a little help in that department. That's not fun. It's always good to be a good resource, even if it doesn't directly affect you. And they're light, they're easy to pack with you. So having a Tide stick on you to make sure that you can take stains off of your cosplays immediately is very helpful. And deodorant, please, for the love of God. Wear deodorant to the con and bring extra with you. Because cons tend to be in the spring and summer, a lot of cosplays tend to be very hot. A portable phone charger is also a great idea. One of the ones that either plugs into the bottom of your phone or has a cord that doesn't connect to the wall. Those are great to have too, because if your phone dies at the convention, that's also a problem. Something that I bring as a social media content creator, I bring business cards that have all of my social media handles and everything like that on there, because it makes it really easy for people to find you. If you go to a convention and they come up to you and go, "Hey, I love your cosplay, can I take a picture with you?" You could be like, "Here, follow me on my other platforms if you want to see more from me." It's a great way to network as well. So those are always a really great thing to have. You don't need to buy tons of them, but they're really good to have on you if you're somebody like a content creator like myself who wants to make connections while you're at a convention. I've made so many friends this way. Some people like to bring trinkets to cons, kind of like Renaissance festivals. They'll make little things like friendship bracelets, or my first time at my first convention, I brought Arcane stickers with me that I had bought online because I was Vi from Arcane. And so I had in my pocket, I had a bunch of Arcane stickers, and when somebody would come up to me and go, "Hey, I love your cosplay, can I take a picture with you?" I'd always ask, "Hey, do you want some stickers?" And that was a big hit. People loved them. If you're going to be bringing colored contacts to the convention, make sure you are bringing things with you like a contact lens case, saline solution, eye drops, things that are going to make it so that either one, you can be comfortable in them and they don't dry out and get uncomfortable throughout the con, or if you need to take them out for some reason, make sure you have the ability to do so with you. Sunscreen. Please wear sunscreen to cons if it's going to be outside, or if you're going to be in a line that has that's like outdoors and you're going to have a lot of sun exposure, wear your sunscreen, please. That is my list of cosplay essentials for cosplay conventions. You can take or use whatever you want informationally out of this video, but if you guys have any other recommendations or things to bring that you recommend bringing to a convention with you based off of your experience going to conventions, please drop them in the comments down below. I would love to hear what else you guys tend to bring with you. If you guys have any good tips or tricks for going to conventions and just keeping yourself comfortable and having the most fun that you can, drop those in the comments too, because I'd love to hear about them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.